Gosh. Coming up, a great guy. Love this man to pieces. Fabulous artist.
And you got to keep an eye on him because he's going places.
Yeah, he's going to be one of those, like, we knew him when.
He is. He's very gifted and very easy on the eyes.
Mm-hmm. I doubt he'll say, I knew them when.
I was going to say he's going to go to the radio dish. Who?
Exactly. We'll tell you who that is and play a little bit of a new song that is all going to pay it forward. He's giving it back to the community. He's that kind of a guy.
The Radio Dish, boldly going where no man has gone before, and wearing heels.
Thanks for coming back with us, The Radio Dish, at theradiodish.com. Darcie Blake and Mindy Hart, and moi, Mary McKenna. See, I wrote it down. I took notes. I know who I am. It's all good.
Smarter second half. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to remember the first time I met this guy, our next guest. I believe he was playing for tips at a pizza joint. He's come a long way since then. Actually, he is a very talented young man, and I know that you've probably heard his music if you are in the Kansas City area. Drew Six joining us today. How you doing, Drew?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
You wouldn't necessarily say you've cracked that Nashville nut quite yet.
No.
Been at it for quite a while. How long have you been trying to make it, as they say?
Oh, I mean, a long time. I mean, I knew what I wanted to do, which I feel fortunate that I knew what I wanted to do. As a child, they have recordings of me singing before I was talking. You know, I always wanted to be a rock star, and in kindergarten they dressed me up like Elvis. And I really didn't have stage parents. What I had were open-minded, artistic parents who just let us pursue whatever it was that we loved, and so it happened very naturally.
Now, Drew, if you haven't seen Drew live, he puts on an amazing show. Performed out at Music on Main just a little bit ago, and what an amazing show that was.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great time. It was a good crowd. I hope we get to do that one again.
If he's not in Nashville, he's any weekend. You can see him somewhere in the Kansas City area.
Or 2 or 3 places in one night sometimes. It's amazing how you make your rounds around the city.
Yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing. You know, it's hard for me to say no because I've been on the other side of it when I didn't have any work. So.
Do you sleep?
I do sleep. I get to take this is my nap time right now, and I'm here with you.
Oh, that's sweet. Mindy wanted to be in Nashville.
I did. When I met my husband, I was saving money to move to Nashville and be Shania Twain before Shania existed.
Yeah.
And I met my husband, and then, life took a different path. But it's always something, every once in a while he'll say, why don't we move to Nashville? I'm like, I think that ship has sailed a little bit.
So it's a great city. I love it there.
Great restaurants, great people, artistic community.
But it takes tenaciousness to really make it in Nashville, and you certainly have that, and you've got the pipes, you've got the looks, and you've got the talent to make it.
How come you've never moved down there? Now, some people just move to Nashville because that's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think to each their own, and I would never fault somebody for making those sacrifices. I mean, I admire that. For me personally, I have a lot of friends that moved to L.A. or moved to New York. And the thing is, I do music 24/7. I have a career. And I find out more and more the more I travel and the more people I meet in and around my business how rare that is and how fortunate I am to have a career. And thankfully, I think that's just part of being an artist. You're not satisfied. You want to get to the next level. So when I'm in Nashville, I can go full tilt, working on the music thing, meetings, writing, all that sort of thing. And when I'm here, I'm doing shows at night. So throughout the day, that gives me the opportunity to do all the other things that I need to do that I'm maybe not getting paid for. And I've seen people, move away to LA and take 3 jobs because they had to pay their rent. And I can't make a lot of money performing in Nashville. I tour a little bit and I do a lot around Kansas City. So it makes sense right now, but I would definitely move there. I love the city.
You have a new song coming out.
I do. It's a new single that was inspired by a very special group of kids.
Well, tell us a little bit about the inspiration.
I have been doing some charity work for Variety, and Variety helps special needs kids with mobility equipment. And I had done some performances for them, and they actually approached me about performing in their Variety show at the Midland Theater last year, singing with a girl, Danielle, whose dream is to act and to sing. And so we were going to surprise her, and the first question was, what song would we do? And I said, I'd love to do it. I'm flattered that you would ask me, honored. But I want it to be special. I want to write a song for this. So that's what I did. And now, it's like a year later, it's finally a reality. And we just went to Nashville and recorded the thing. So we're excited to put the single out, and all of the proceeds from the single are going back to Variety.
Oh, that's awesome. So when is this new single going to be released?
It will be out internationally on iTunes and various other outlets. You can buy it on Tuesday, October 23rd.
And I don't think we've mentioned it's called We Choose Livin.
Correct.
No G on the end, right?
Nope.
No G on the end. So here it is. We're going to play a little bit of it for you now. We choose, no G on the end. We Choose Livin through 6. Let's listen.
Some stop believing because they've lost their faith. Some stop moving and end up stuck in place. But that ain't you and that ain't me. We've never had the luxury of giving up or slowing down. We are the dreamers, and we were born to fly, reaching for the sky. We love to prove them wrong each and every time. Oh, we're gonna hold our ground when reality pushes down. While they're all busy quitting, we choose living.
I love it. Oh my God. I can't wait. Can I get a copy of that today?
Well, we might leave a copy with you. Only for you girls.
How long did it take you to write that?
This was especially challenging. It was in October, like a year ago, October, and I received several letters, and I talked to the kids, I talked to the parents, and I went through and I wanted the human story, and I wanted to bring that into the song. And what I found is that the challenge was doing it in a really dignified manner that honored the message. But I wanted it to come across as sincere, of course. And especially in country, it tends to be very specific and a lot of first person. And so I played with several different things. And it took me literally, the performance was in February, and it was like a week before the show. And I was still working on it. And I said, I promise you, it's going to be great. And I really feel good about, how it turned out. I wanted to capture the magic of how the kids are affected, the parents are affected. And I also wanted it to personally relate to me, and certainly being a fighter and not giving up on your dreams and not letting people tell you that this is the way it's going to be. That's something I do relate to.
The song again is called We Choose Livin', and you can find out more about Drew 6 and the song and Variety Club too at your website, I would imagine. Yeah,
we have links to the release party, which the party is actually going to happen that Thursday, which is the 25th of October, and that is in Martini Corner at House. I believe they have beer there. Germans are known to drink beer. And I believe I'm going to be there at 5 o'clock. It's going to be like a 5 to 6 o'clock showing, and I'm going to have some extra things there, that some surprises, some stuff that I can sign. And anything that we do that day, obviously, will go back to the charity. Cool. And I'll be donating any income that comes from the surprise stuff that I bring.
Those kids are incredibly lucky to have you in their corner.
Well, the way I look at it is I'm lucky to have that in my life. And, I always explain to them as an artist, really you want to make a difference and you want to be inspired. And those are some inspiring kids. And, listening to the song, it kind of says it all, that we never had the luxury of giving up or slowing down. Because a lot of us, we have it and we waste it. And then here's these kids who, are dealing with special situations and they overcome again and again. And how inspiring is that,
Drew6.com is the website. And just one last question. Who does your highlights?
I have a secret source, because when I'm out around town, everyone wants to do, hey, I do hair. And so I used to fall for that. I'd be like, all right, well, I'll do it for free. Come on in. Bad idea. So you got to find somebody that you trust. So my hair has been a lot of different colors over the years.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We choose living while they're taking what they're given. We choose living.
Great song.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
We love Drew. Drew 6. And coming up, we've got ways for you to save lots of money, 30%.